Welcome to the video solution of your selected question from the Mathematics the Easy Way DVD. If you have not yet seen the introduction video on the DVD, please do so now, as it outlines how the Easy Way series will help students to be successful in their CXC exam. While the Easy Way video solutions will help to cement the understanding of certain special questions, the solution books are still absolutely necessary as they cover all the various types of questions that are set in CXC exams.
We are now at question 8 of this CSEC math exam for January 2012 video solution. And question 8 is about a sequence of square patterns made from straws. And these are the first 3 figures in the pattern, or in the sequence of pattern. 4 straws are used to make the sides of the squares, and then 2 longer straws are used for the diagonals. And this is a sequence of patterns. So an additional square with the diagonals is added, and in the third figure another one is added. So there's 1 square in the first, 2 squares in the second, and 3 squares in the third. Now if you observe, what really happens is that 5 straws are added to each figure, because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the first figure, but then to get the second figure we add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 straws are added to the first figure to get the second one, and then 5 straws are added to the second figure to get the third one, right? So those are our initial observations. Now the first question, part A, is asking us to draw the 4th figure, and the 4th figure is going to be obtained by just adding an additional square here with the diagonals. So we should have 4 squares and the diagonals in each. So part A, as I said, is asking for figure number 4, and that would be figure number 4 in the sequence. Alright, so let's move down to part B. Now part B gives us this table for the sequence. Here we have the figure numbers, and here we have how the straws are calculated. This is a formula for calculating the number of straws, and this is the resulting number of straws for the figures. So the first figure, as we said, has 6 straws, the second figure has 11 straws, and the third figure has 16 straws, right? And then this is a formula that is used, and we can observe that the numbers down here match the figure numbers here. In each case we are multiplying by 6, and then here we have 1 less than the figure number in each case. So we have a 1 here and the figure number is 2, and when the figure number is 3 we have a 2 here. So we can see the pattern, we can see the sequence, and we're asked to complete the table for figure 4, which will be in this row, and for figure 10, which would be in this row. And all we need to do, as I said, is observe the pattern and continue that pattern. I also wanted to observe that after 6 straws were used in the first figure, 5 straws were added to get the second figure, so that 6 plus 5 is 11, and then 5 straws were added to get the third figure, such that 11 plus 5 is 16. Right, and that pattern, that sequence will continue all the way down, right, for any number of patterns. Alright, so let's go ahead and complete the rows. Alright, so for this cell, as we observe, the figure number is 4, so 4 should come in the front, followed by the 6, and then we should be subtracting 3, 1 less than the 4. So that should be the formula for figure 4. And if we do this calculation, we should get 21, because we should add 5 to 16 to get the number of straws in the 4th figure. And so if we do this calculation, it should be 21, and that is 4 times 6 is 24, minus 3, that's 21. So that confirms that this formula is correct. And then we are required to complete the row for figure 10, which is this row. And then if we observe and continue the same pattern, we should have 10 in front, 6 in the bracket, minus 9, which is 1 less than 10. Right? So we can put that in, and that's it. 10 multiplied by 6 is now 60. 60 minus 9 is 51. So the number of straws here is actually 51. And there we have completed the table for figure number 4 and for figure number 10. Now let's move to part C. And part C is asking us which figure uses 106 straws. That's what question C is asking us, to determine which figure uses 106 straws. Now remember that there are 6 straws in the first figure. So if we remove the 6 straws for the first figure, right, we know that 6 straws are used in the first figure. And then for each subsequent figure, 5 straws are used. So the 100 straws that are remaining, are used for the other figures, and there are 5 straws used in each of those other figures. And if there are 100 straws, 5 used for each, then there are actually 20 other figures. So there are 20 figures using 5 straws each, and then the first figure, which is using 6 straws. So in total there are 21 figures using the 106 straws. So figure number 21 will use 106 straws. And so we can go ahead and write that. Figure 21 uses 106 straws. Now part D is asking us to obtain an expression for the number of straws in the nth figure, right? So that's when the figure number is n. So we want an expression that can be used to calculate the number of straws that will be used in the nth figure. So let's go back to the table and continue the pattern so we can work out what that formula is, or what that expression is. Now let's put in a figure number n in the table. Now the figure number in the table is n. We know that n should be in front of the 6, right? And then we should be subtracting 1 less than n, that is n minus 1. So the formula that will be used to represent the number of straws when the figure number is n would be given by this: n multiplied by 6 minus 1 less than n, which is given by n minus 1. So this is a formula that will be used to calculate the number of straws in the nth figure. And if we do this calculation to reduce this formula, we see that we would have 6n minus n, that's 5n, and then minus 1 would give us plus 1. So the result of this, we would end up with 5n plus 1. And we can go ahead and show that in the numbers column. Right? So that's it, 5n plus 1. So therefore, this is the expression that will calculate the number of straws in the nth figure, or in the nth pattern. So that's our answer, 5n plus 1. Alright, so that's the solution for that question 8, and we will look at question 9 in our next video. See you then.
You have just seen the video solution for a special CXC question, but this is only one of the many different ways that these questions are written. All mathematical principles can only be fully understood by solving many questions, and so I always tell my students, more maths equals better maths, and if they study hard, they will pass easily. All the various types of CXC questions are covered in the Easy Way Mathematics Solution book, and you need to practice every single one of them. Other books in the series are the Easy Way Multiple Choice Specimen book, the Easy Way Unit 1 Cape Mathematics Solution book, and the Easy Way Account Solution book. Please feel free to contact me with your comments and queries at any time.